Hanoi, seat of government and capital of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Since its founding over 1,000 years ago, Hanoi, then known as Thang Long or Ascendant Dragon, has developed into a dynamic modern metropolis, quite a home in the modern world. 1975 marked the final reunification of all Vietnam, introducing stable self-governance for the first time in many years. Vietnam's strong historic links to its Confucian past are well illustrated in the design and decor of the Temple of Literature, or Quoc Tu Giam, the first university in Vietnam and one of the earliest seats of academic learning in the world. Established to provide a place of Confucian scholarship for the Mandarin elite and other gifted pupils. With many of Vietnam's ruling dynasties embracing Buddhism as the national religion, Hanoi is also home to a number of ancient temples and pagodas, which serve to nurture the spirit of the people. The French legacy can be seen in the brooding Cathedral of Hanoi, which has served the city's Catholic population since its inauguration in 1886. And the city's French Quarter is home to many imposing villas built to house the colonial elite, adding a certain charm to the streets of the capital. And traditional values still rule. Water puppets remain a favourite folk attraction in the society founded on the rice cultivation culture of the Red River Delta, reflecting the vivacity and spirit of the Vietnamese people. As in any country, Vietnam's cultural diversity is one of the great attractions for tourists. With 54 different ethnicities peacefully coexisting in Vietnam, Hanoi offers a view of the quintessence of the many cultures and lifestyles of the country, and the city's Museum of Ethnology is one place where visitors can gain an understanding of these myriad peoples and ethnic cultures. Just outside Hanoi is the pottery village of Bat Chang, where visitors can view the entire manufacturing process and purchase beautiful vases, plates and other unique handcrafted ceramic pieces, often at very reasonable prices. In Hanoi itself, the city's historic old quarter consists of 36 guild streets, or hangs, each reflecting a trade once, and often still, practiced there. Silversmiths, silk merchants and stonemasons remain evident, for example, and tourists will find a vast array of traditional handicrafts and other items on offer, while the streets themselves offer a vignette of everyday domestic life in Hanoi. For serious shopping, Hanoi also features several modern, air-conditioned department stores, retail malls and elegant, upmarket boutiques offering a wide range of goods from Vietnam and around the world. Hanoi is a relatively small city, with most sites of interest easily accessible to tourists staying in the capital. Sightseeing is best accomplished by cyclo, or on a rented bicycle or motorbike, and taxis are plentiful and cheap. The capital's hotels will satisfy even the most demanding visitor, with 5-star properties offering every conceivable facility for guests. The grand French colonial Metropole Hanoi is an historic example of the high levels of service and comfort provided by the city's top hotels. And dining in Hanoi is always a pleasure. Visitors should be sure to try a bowl of pho, a rice noodle soup flavoured with chicken, beef or vegetables and delicately spiced. The dish is a northern staple and is available throughout the day from a huge number of street cafes and stalls. Another traditional Hanoian specialty is banh cuon, a steamed pancake made from rice flour. The French influence lingers in the city, reflected in the many small cafes where customers sit and sip while watching the world go by. The traditional tea shops offer similar delights for the visitor, while in the evening, the city's plentiful bars and restaurants feature fine foods from around the world. At just 3 hours' drive from Hanoi, Ha Long Bay has been described as one of the wonders of the world, with its thousands of islands of all shapes and sizes dotting the calm bay. Take a boat and tour the bay at your leisure, exploring beautiful secluded beaches, stunning caves and caverns, and feeling as though you have entered another world. Visitors will always feel welcome in Hanoi. The natural warmth of the people is encountered in almost every transaction and interaction in the city. With the city and its people embracing a remarkable harmony between past and present, history and modernity, elegance and simplicity, the Hanoi experience is sure to be treasured by any visitor to Vietnam. Central Vietnam, famous for its long sandy beaches and spectacular mountain ranges, is home to many of the more impressive natural attractions of the country. Da Nang is the largest city in the region, a major trading port for more than a century, and with the majestic Han River flowing through the city, Da Nang is now a major tourist destination. One of the many attractions of Da Nang are the Marble Mountains, where artisans use ancient techniques to carve beautiful stone sculptures and other souvenirs. This traditional craftsmanship dates back to the 18th century. The central provinces are also home to the Champa culture, whose roots go back in time to the 4th century. Da Nang's world-famous Cham Museum houses more than 300 artifacts and relics from this ancient culture, reflecting a glorious past and an important part of the history of Vietnam. The impressive Cham monuments at My Sơn clearly illustrate the Indian influences of the Champa Kingdom. Located 70 kilometers from Da Nang, deep in the jungle and overshadowed by mountains, My Sơn was discovered in 1898 by a French scholar and has since become the most important architectural feature of the ancient kingdom. The site was listed as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1999. To the south of Da Nang lies Hoi An, long and important trading port with Chinese and Japanese merchants visiting and settling here since the 16th century. Hoi An town was fortunate and escaped much of the destruction of the Wars of Independence and offers an insight of central Vietnam in centuries past. The town is home to some 1,360 cultural relics, including some of the most enchanting architecture to be found in Asia, with 400-year-old wooden shop houses, temples and clan houses. The ancient streets of Hoi An are sure to entrance even the most jaded traveller, as visitors are transported back in time to simpler, less frantic days. Visitors to Hoi An shouldn't miss the culinary delights of the antique Khao Lao restaurant, which follows traditional recipes centuries old. Tailoring is another special attraction of Hoi An, where it is possible to have a high quality suit or dress made up in almost no time, and for a very reasonable price. The monthly Lantern Festival at Hoi An is yet another reason to visit this most enchanting of destinations, when colourful lanterns light up the streets in a multitude of colours and hues. Hoi An is truly a living museum, and justly deserves its listing by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Another central attraction is the Bana Eco-Tourism Resort, located at 1,487 metres above sea level, ensuring a year-round temperate climate. The area is covered with pristine jungle, home to a variety of rare fauna and flora. In 1921, the colonial French were attracted to Bana, and many built summer houses there. Visitors will be enthralled by the area's 4 seasons in one-day climate. A 3-hour drive to the north of Da Nang lies the ancient capital of Hue. The impressive Noon Gate is one of the most celebrated architectural masterpieces of the Wing era in particular, and of ancient Vietnamese architecture in general. Climbing 109 stone steps to Emperor Khai Din's tomb, visitors will marvel at the harmony of Oriental and Western architectural influences. Khai Din's tomb is famous for its magnificent inlaid ceramic decorations, laboriously created by royal craftsmen. The Perfume River flowing through Hue to the sea is a natural beauty from its very source, meandering peacefully among forests and hills and carrying with its waters subtle fragrances of many tropical plants and herbs. Hungry visitors will surely be tempted by the many beachside food stalls serving fresh seafood at incredibly cheap prices. The high-quality accommodation offered at Da Nang is among the very best available in Vietnam, with the impressive Farama Resort topping the list of a wide selection of hotels. Da Nang has been bestowed by nature some of the most stunning beaches in the country, even the region. Combine these many attractions with the natural hospitality of the people of central Vietnam, and you will soon appreciate why the region has become one of the most popular destinations in the country and an unforgettable travel experience for all. Saigon, or Ho Chi Minh City to give it its official name, was founded in 1698 and rapidly became a major seaport and trading city. A dynamic cultural crossroads and meeting place for merchants from all over the world, this is even more evident today, as the city has evolved into the trading and business hub driving Vietnam's rapid economic development. The Chinese Quarter, Chalon, plays a major part in this development process, especially since the district was merged with Saigon itself in the early 20th century, creating the largest commercial hub in the Indochina region. Today, Ho Chi Minh City is also the most popular destination for visitors to Vietnam, with more than 70% of all visitors arriving in the city. Following decades of war and suffering, peace finally returned to the city in 1975, following the liberation of Saigon. The War Remnants Museum bears witness to the suffering inflicted on the Vietnamese people during the various wars of liberation fought in the 20th century. Just 2 hours from Ho Chi Minh City lies the 250-kilometre-long Cu Chi Tunnel Complex. Home to thousands of Vietnamese liberation forces during the war, the network runs as deep as 15 metres underground in places and was dug using the simplest hand tools, including picks, shovels and bamboo baskets. The tunnels incorporate all that was necessary for life underground. Visitors to Cu Chi will gain an insight to the wartime experience and the impressive tenacity of the liberation forces that fought here. Back in Saigon, the city's vibrant, cosmopolitan atmosphere is a key attraction for many visitors. Transport is convenient and cheap, ranging from modern taxis to traditional cyclos, and prices are among the keenest in the region. Hotels are also plentiful and cheap. Five-star operations such as the luxurious Caravel offer some of the best value accommodation in Asia, and cheaper establishments also feature high levels of service and comfort for very reasonable prices. As for dining, Ho Chi Minh City is home to a huge number of